guidelines. So manuscript formatting, make sure to double check that it's properly formatted according to the journal's guideline. The font, space, margin, headings, all are correct and consistent throughout the manuscript. If the journal provides a template, please use it as your guide. That is one of the best thing. Whatever template they have given, sometime that template would be in a Word document. Just copy and paste your content in a particular section. If introduction, paste it over there. Methodology, paste it over there. Like that. So after all completing your manuscript as per the journal's guideline, the last and very important step is a proofreading. Checking 1 to 2 times. Ask your co-author to read once, to check once whether all those things whichever is necessary for that journal to be followed is there or not. Proofread is one of the main thing, but remember, not only for the text, even figure, table, all kind of whatever accuracy you are looking forward should be there. So my humble request is, after completing your manuscript as per the journal guideline, please go one more time as a proofreading. Make sure all references are cited correctly and your complete whole manuscript is having free spelling and grammar error, and also check for the plagiarism. So one more important thing which I have just discussed in the methodology section, it should follow the ethical requirement. Make sure your manuscript meet all the ethical and legal requirement. Confirm that if it is a human studies, it is having a IRB approval, that is an institutional review board approval, or any equivalent ethical committee, that is your university, your organization will be having its own internal ethical committee. Make sure it has a clearance for that. Check that all human, animal subjects rights are protected, all the confidentiality or privacy, confidentiality are respected. And another thing is, sometime when you are writing a review paper, you may be required to take some image or any graph from already published paper, and so you cannot just take copy and paste in your manuscript. If you think that that is appropriate, it has to be there, that figure or that image, then guys, please request to take appropriate permission for copyright material from the respective author or a publisher. Take an exact copyright material form, where every journal will be having its own copyright form, where you can submit to the author and access that one and take a proper signature from the author. So this is actually, it's a very big process, but I would recommend to try to avoid such things. And if you think your manuscript should have that particular image or whatever, you have to take a copyright permission. So sometimes what happens is, whenever we are giving a reference, we will cite in a text, but when it comes to figure and images, just citing is not enough. You have to take a proper permission of copyright material from the so and so author or a publisher. If your manuscript include copyright material such as image, graph, table, you have to obtain a permission to use them. Failure to obtain permission can lead to legal issues. It may even delay your manuscript publication. Even if it is published also, it may be withheld your publication. So guys, don't go for such kind of a process. Just better to take a permission. If you're not able to take any kind of a permission, just avoid those images and graphs to be added in your manuscripts. So contact copyright holder, follow the general guideline, take the permission. So one more thing is confirming all authors' approval. Once you have completed writing everything process, just share your completed manuscript to all your co-authors and take a complete permission from approval from all the authors. So confirm that all authors have contributed and they are acknowledged and there is no conflict of interest in between the author. List all authors in appropriate order and format indicated by the journal. So what happens is you may be the first author, but some other author may be interested as a first author, but you may give as a second author without his or her knowledge. You may submit to the journal after publication and everything. They may come to know it is a second author. Actually, I should be the first author. So there such kind of conflicts may arise. So better before submission, take a declaration of conflict of interest from all the authors and give the order of the authors accordingly. So review the manuscript submission checklist, which is a final step. Once, twice, thrice, just check it very properly. Do the proofreading very properly, and then it will definitely help you to avoid any simple or a common mistakes which may arise during the submission. So by following a checklist, you will increase your chances of acceptance. Why I am telling increase, it is just a step. Don't think that if you have passed this step, your manuscript 100% will get published. It is not like that. What I mean to say is, this is a very first step where editorial team has to pass it to the reviewer. For that process, it is very important to keep it in all the important things, checklist of the manuscript before submission. So finally, prepare a manuscript for submission can be challenging, but using a checklist can make a process easier and more manageable. The checklist can help ensure that your manuscript meets the requirements of the journal and increase your chances of acceptance. It means that the chances of going for the further step for the review. Remember, check and recheck your work, proofread and follow the checklist. So this is the AIYTech Scientific Writer group, and if you have any queries or if you are looking forward for have a service for journal selection, journal submission, manuscript writing, thesis writing or formatting or any kind of a scientific related writings, we are here always to provide a service called our service name is AIYTechSciWriter. This is our email ID and this is our WhatsApp. If you are really having any queries of if you are looking forward for such kind of a services, we are here to help you. Thank you. If you have any doubts, please do comment your doubts, your concerns in a comment section. Thank you so much.